Hi, it's Ronick from Ask.Audio. We're here at Namm. It's day 2. It is wet out here at Namm, which is really unusual, but to dry things up a little bit, I'm here with Nick and with Tats from Korg. How you doing, guys?
Very good. How are you?
Doing great, thank you.
Excellent, man. And we're here to look at the Monologue. Now, the Monologue is kind of like the little brother or little sister of the Mini-Log, right?
Yeah, so Monologue really builds on the technology of Minilog with a whole new filter, an improved modulation section, and a really powerful sequencer.
So what are the kind of main differences between the Monologue and the Mini-Log for those that haven't been kind of tuned into Ask.Audio into Korg?
Well, one of the biggest differences in the sound, of course, is the filter, which is very beefy, specifically monophonically emphasized 2-pole filter. It's really great for kind of getting squelching and acid tones, as well as just like screaming leads. And then, of course, there's the drive circuit, which we've replaced the delay effect from Minilog with a drive circuit on Monologue to get like really crunchy analog drive.
Okay, and I'm kind of curious, like when you were designing the Mini-Log, did you have the Monologue in mind when you were designing that already, or did that come as a product later on?
I think, we put out the Mini-Log, well, just a year ago, and when you're designing a polysynth, you need to think about how the voices all blend together. The filter had to be really smooth, you had to, and when you stack the voices on top of each other, it became a fat sound, but it's a completely different kind of way of thinking when you're designing a polysynth as opposed to when you're designing monosynth. So with a monosynth, you need one voice that's really great, and there's so much emphasis on the bass. Nick just mentioned the filter, but the resonance is really aggressive, and it actually boosts a lot of the low end as well when you're driving the resonance up. Same with the drive, a lot of distortion, they kind of thin out when you add more harmonics. But what we've actually done is we're actually introducing more harmonics, but at the same time we're boosting the bass as well. So there's a lot of emphasis on bass.
Awesome. Okay, and I heard someone say somewhere on some internet site some time ago that Aphex Twin might have been involved in helping create or design the Monologue. Is that true? Can you confirm this?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I asked him if he wanted to do some, if we wanted to work together on this, and he said yes. So I think there's like 36 presets in there that Richard made. And also we worked together on the micro-tuning interface, because he's really into that stuff. And if you hear his music, obviously that's his sound, with strange tuning. And you can do all of that on the Monologue, on the actual unit itself.
Awesome. Okay, thank you for that. Very interesting. So, for those that don't know, what's the price for the Monologue?
It's $299.
And that's dollars?
Dollars, yeah.
Cool. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, I think, are you able to give us a short demo as well?
Yeah, sure. I can show you some Aphex presets.
Thanks.
So this is a raw sawtooth, and the oscillator circuits are pretty much the same as on the Minilog. So you got all the wave shaping, and we have 2 oscillators, so we can stack them. And this is the filter. And one of the great things is when you raise the resonance, it doesn't reduce the level of the original signal. So you've got a lot of kind of interaction there between the emphasis of the cutoff with the original signal. And also the LFO is now much deeper, and it also goes into audio range. So if I could put that on the pitch. And we've got the drive circuit. and you can hear it boosts the low end as well as enriching the spectrum at the same time. And another thing, you see the screen or not? We've got, hey, I'm just going to dial up one of Apex's presets. So you can hear, you can do like really complex sequencing with a lot of rhythmical stuff. For this patch, I think he is motion sequencing the cutoff, decay, the EG intensity and the EG type, and you can see this visually on the display. You've got 4 tracks of motion sequencing there, and you can get really kind of detailed per step editing of all the parameters.
And so there are quite a few Aphex Twin presets here.
Yep.
And I think you mentioned before that there's a way you can distinguish them?
Oh yeah, so if you look at the program names, I don't know if you see the screen, but if they have these brackets on the program name, it means it's made by Richard D. James. So you can jam out with his stuff, which is really cool.
Excellent. Thanks so much for the demo, man.
No problem, thank
Thank
you.
you.